What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you, a recap of this stream already up, about 2 minutes long at gorlickbread.com. Also, you guys know Al Gore had incredible rhythm. I need you to take a moment and hit the like button for me because this channel is no longer monetized. YouTube seems to be pushing me out of Al Gore and his rhythm. So if you could do that, I would deeply appreciate it. I'm still making content because, as I've told everyone from the beginning, I do this because I enjoy it. And Chantal must be having one of the most miserable days imaginable. First and foremost, she says that her ring is for sale at a local place. It, of course, has changed in the caliber of gold, going from 24 karat to 18 karat to 10 karat. Whatever carat it is, she claims it is for sale. I don't know why she wouldn't offer to sell it to a Beezer, to a community member that would probably pay more than it's worth just to have it. I'm sure a reaction channel or two might have put in a significant bid to hit that ring. I don't know why she didn't do that. Probably because it's not for sale or it's fake and she knows she wouldn't get anything for it. Now, this has to be the most incredible aspect of all of this. Chantal came on and said that she had to cancel her donations through PayPal because of all the rude comments she was getting. Today, she comes out and says that her PayPal was actually suspended and that she is working on getting it reinstated. I would almost guarantee you that the reason her PayPal was suspended is because she's either in Syria through her IP or she is using some type of masking for her IP and they caught on to this. A lot of people had said she was using a VPN for YouTube. Imagine if she was doing that for PayPal. If that is the case, they are likely going to keep those funds for a prolonged amount of time and they are probably going to do a little bit of research and find out that she's been in Syria for some time. I have no idea where this is going to go, but I would imagine they're going to hold her funds for at least, I would say, 30 days, if not 60 or 90. Chantal went to PayPal multiple times, receiving donations, not just for this trip home, go all the way back to the kitten where she would have been in Kuwait, go all the way back to Sasa. This has been an ongoing thing. I think they're going to review that and question how much income she's received through these friends and family donations. She then comes out and says, well, I'm going to be completely up to Super Chats now. Super Chats take 30%. One of the contributing factors to her going off the platform was because of that 30%. So now she's going to have to raise even more than she needs to get to where she needs to go. And she basically frames this as needing a miracle. She had talked yesterday about staying with Pete's and how Pete's Villa 2.0, all these things were going to come to fruition. But apparently now, whether Pete's realizes this is actually happening or could happen, is having this apprehension. Because from the last time I checked, Pete's doesn't have a job. Pete's was living off his inheritance and kind of wanted to sustain for as long as possible. He knows, number one, he's not going to be able to get any type of apartment in his name, as the villa was, without employment. And he probably looks at Chantal's numbers, understands how YouTube works, and has some real valid concerns that she's going to be able to help him the way she used to help him, given the state of her channel. So they're almost dependent on her channel kind of regaining its original glory, which I'm not just singling out Chantal, for a lot of creators is not the case. Whatever she's going to gain from this, quote, divorce arc, I don't think is going to be the 30, 40,000 views she would get a video or a live stream years ago. She's went back to Canada and not had that happen. But I will say she planted just a small seed today of how things might go when she gets back to Canada. And she did that two ways. Number one, she said that Anime, one of her biggest fans, sent her a photo of himself, and she kind of framed things off as he was propositioning her. He wanted a relationship with her. He was glad that things were over with Salah to a degree. Salah somehow sees this. He's watching her. He sees her phone, even though he is never around really while she's streaming. We never, see him come in the room. We never see him on camera as much. But this time, of course, he was just hawking over Chantal, and he sees this message. He sees this photo, and he immediately gets angry because he says Chantal was supposed to block Anime. She also set up this GoFundMe, which comments have been turned off. It is also set up by another person. There is no doubt in my mind that perhaps the James that set this up is going to have multiple people flag this GoFundMe. It's interesting that if you were to contact them, you can show the framework of here's literally days ago setting up PayPal. Here's now setting up here. The optics, no matter what Chantal's intentions are, the optics of this look really, really bad. Meanwhile, she's coming online and saying, well, I want to leave as soon as possible, but, I just need the money for a place to stay. I can't stay at my family home. I can't stay anywhere else but my own place, and I need that first and last month's rent. The last thing that I want to talk about regarding her trip back home is the fact that she came out today and talked about religious views and concerns she had about the religion, the restrictions. Now, we already know as far as the dispensary, as far as certain foods, those things never really slowed down when she would come back home despite being Muslim. I mean, one of her biggest issues is that she was proven to be in a dispensary wearing a hijab. Today, she starts to talk about searching and looking into the possibility of being Muslim and not wearing a hijab. So in an hour, a little bit more than an hour stream, you have Chantal openly saying, well, I'm ready to go home. I'm going to set up another donation campaign. One of her beezers that's given her more money than anyone, to my understanding, is sending her photos asking about the possibility of a relationship. And she's talking about removing her hijab. I think it will create a major spike in views, but it will be very temporary because Chantal's mobility has declined. Her desire to make content seems to be non-existent, and she doesn't want to put in the work to do anything. She wants everything to be handed to her, just like this trip back home. Love to know your thoughts on this. Top comments from the last video. Appreciate you watching it. Be back soon as I can with more commentary.